Welcome back. Today I'm going to be making some hot sausage hoagies. I'm going to make my own hot sausage, grind my own meat, and I'm going to make my own buns using wheat and white flour. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I have a little over a cup of warm water. We're going to go ahead and get our yeast activated. A pack of fast rising yeast. Give it a gentle stir. Also have a tablespoon of sugar and a teaspoon of salt. 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. 2 3 cups of flour. 2 3/4 cups of flour. 1 1/4 of wheat flour. 1 1/2 of white flour. We're going to get the bun started, and while the dough is rising, we're going to go ahead and get our sausage made. Okay, while I'm waiting for that yeast to activate, I'm going to go ahead and cut up my pork butt roast. Nice meat to fat ratio, as you always get in a pork shoulder. Okay, got the meat cut up. Just gonna throw this in a bowl and get back to making my buns. Okay, we're gonna go ahead with our water and yeast. 3 tablespoons of veg oil. And our sugar and salt. All right, we're gonna add our white and wheat flour. I'm gonna get in here with my hand. And I just knead it until all the flour is off the bowl. We just cover that and let that rise for about 30 minutes. Okay, I cut up my pork butt roast. Now I'm gonna mince it. Okay, that's how you mince up your pork to make your sausage. Get a quick weigh on this. Recipe is based off of 3 pounds. Okay, that's 2 pounds.
I ground up 2 pork chops to make it to 3 pounds.
I'm gonna go ahead and get my ground pork seasoned up. I got a little bit of fennel seeds in here, salt, paprika, oregano, Italian seasoning, marjoram, garlic, hot pepper flakes, and hot pepper. Homemade hot peppers. Gonna get this mixed up. Okay, we're about done mixing this. We're gonna set this in the cooler and get our dough out. Okay, that looks about pretty good right there. Okay, we're going to cut this into thirds. And I'm going to just sit the bowl on the top of them. Okay, we'll let that sit for 10 minutes. And let's get back to our sausage. Got some hog casings here that I'm going to be using. We're going to make the bigger type of sausage as opposed to the breakfast links. Okay, casings are on. Let's go get our cold meat. Okay, I'm gonna fill the sausage stuffer up.
I used to use the sausage attachment that went with the meat grinder. But now that I got this new sausage stuffer, it makes it so much easier to make sausage.
And that's it. Put a knot in it. We got our sausage ready for dinner. Okay, now back to this dough. Let them sit for about 10 minutes. Now we're going to roll them off into 12-inch logs.
I sprayed the parchment paper with cooking spray.
Okay, I'm just going to cover this lightly with a damp towel and let it sit for about an hour. Let it finish proofing. We'll be back. Okay, it's been about an hour. Buns are proofed up pretty good. What we're going to do now is get a little egg wash on here. Okay, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of this everything bagel seasoning on here. Kind of like this stuff. We're going to couple scores. Okay, we're going to get this in a 375-degree oven between 25 and 30 minutes. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and cook off our sausage. And we're going to put the whole ring in.
While away, I cut up some green peppers, onions, a little cilantro, and a piece of tomato, and seared off the bulk pieces that I had.
And sear the whole thing. We'll put a top on it and let it go. So we're going to flip this whole thing. Put a nice sear on that. We're going to go ahead in with our vegetables. Peppers, onions, cilantro, and I have a can of diced tomatoes. Excuse me, a can of stewed tomatoes. So we're going to put a top on that and let that go for about 10-15 minutes.
I also added a can of tomato paste, some sugar, salt, pepper, and Italian seasoning.
Okay, our buns are done. Looking pretty good. We're just going to allow our sausage to finish cooking and we're going to put it all together. Look at these beauties. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get this plated. The sausage is done. Cut open my wheat hoagie bun. Some tomatoes, peppers, onions, sauce. And that's it. Homemade sausage, homemade bun. Can't get any better than that. Here it goes. Homemade hot Italian sausage with a homemade everything bagel bun. Okay, let's try out the freshness. Fresh bun, freshly made homemade sausage. That is really good. Thanks for watching. Enjoy.
This hot sauce at Hoagie was delicious, and thanks for watching Curt's Home Living.